You got Southwest Minnesota State first up. What do you know about that team?
Well, they're a young team. They're similar to us in some ways. They're well coached. A lot of good players. Do a lot of the same stuff that we do. Ironically, their season's gone similar to us as well. But it's a good team, a well-coached team. I expect a really good game.
Mm-hmm. Now this team just snapped a losing streak. How big is that for this team's confidence to come back home with a win?
I don't know if it has any bearing on it. We just need to do what we can to play at a high level. We've been trying to do that for a long time. We've been playing better, it seems like. I feel like we have a good mindset. It's getting better. I feel like we're mostly, for the most part, on the same page. We're competing. We had a chance to win 2 games last weekend. We let one slip away, but we got one at Upper Iowa, and that's all great. But it's 2 new teams that we have to be able to play at a high level with, work hard, play together, compete, and we'll see what happens.
You talk about Sioux Falls. What do you see from them?
Some of the same things as Southwest State. They like the ball screen. They got really good players. They're well coached again. They got 2 really good guards that I think will be difficult for us to handle, but they've been difficult to handle for everybody else in the league. The big guys are really good as well. They can shoot it, post up, good balance, and it's just anytime you step in the court in our conference, you got to be ready to play and play at a high level, else you're going to get beat.
Mm-hmm. How nice is it going to be for this team to be able to play back at this court? Seeing how you haven't been there since, I think it was January 3rd was the last time you were actually here.
Yeah, it's been over a month. It'll be somewhat unique, but I think it'll be good. I think it'll be exciting. Hopefully have a good crowd to get the gym a little excited, a little loud in there to help our guys, play at a little bit higher level. But it has been a long time. The Sanford Center was really nice, but it does feel like we haven't been home for a little while, and so that'll be nice to see how we respond, and hopefully we'll compete and give the fans a good product they'll be excited about as well.
Now you just got Best back, one of your bigs. How's he doing right now?
He's doing well. I thought he had a great practice on Tuesday, and it's probably one of his first practices. I felt like he's actually played pretty normal, or at least back to where he was before he got injured. So hopefully he continues to progress. But anytime you can add a little depth to your core, it helps you in a lot of ways, and hopefully Best will continue to help us here down the stretch of the year.
Do you think maybe down the stretch here, his minutes maybe this week might start to come back up?
Yeah, depending how he plays and what the matchups are. It's not just necessarily him that dictates the minutes. It's the other team and what they're trying to do as well. And so we'll have to just gauge what the other team's doing and see what the best matchup is for us, and that's what we'll end up going with.
And down the stretch here, 4 of your last 6 games are all home. How big is it as far as conference rankings goes to make sure you get those wins while you're here?
I think trying to put yourself in the best possible seed here down the stretch is going to be important for the conference tournament, and the more wins you accumulate, the better off your chances are to advance, and that's obviously what we want to do. We want to play well on Friday night, and if we do that, we want to play well on Saturday night. But if you're allowed to look ahead a little bit, it's certainly very important to play well here down the stretch.
And finally, how big is it to get that win on Friday, just to get more confidence going in Saturday's game?
Anytime we step in the court, we want to get a win. So I really don't look at it any more than Friday or Saturday. I just want our guys to play at a high level, compete, and then you got to let the chips fall where they may. Are we good enough to beat Southwest State? And if we are, great. Let's move on. Let's take on Sioux Falls.
Okay. Thanks. All right. First off, you have Southwest Minnesota State coming up. What do you know about that team right now?
They're kind of a young team, kind of inexperienced, kind of like us. Actually, we're pretty young, and I think they were on a little of a losing streak, but they just snapped it and won by 20 against Duluth. So, I mean, they're definitely a capable team, and they're just putting it all together. So, they're a pretty solid team, but I think we'll be ready.
Your team as well also just snapped a losing streak. How big is that for this team's confidence going into this weekend?
Real big. I mean, it's been a while since we got a win, so just to get that first win and remember what it feels like feels good again, and hopefully we can carry that over to this weekend. Hopefully get a sweep.
How big was it to not only get that win, but get it on the road, and then you come back to your real home court where you haven't been in a month with some momentum now?
Oh yeah, it's big. I mean, like you said, I don't remember the last time we got a win, so that one on the road is always tough in this league. And then coming back home, I don't think we've played at our home court in like almost a month, so it'll be good to get back on the court in front of the fans.
Mm-hmm. You have 6 games left, 4 of them at home. How important are those home games and wins for this team down the stretch?
I think every game is important now. I mean, we just want to try to move up so we don't have to go against the first place team in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. So hopefully we can maybe move up a spot or two and get the second or third place team.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel that puts maybe more pressure on against a team like Southwest Minnesota State, like you said, is a young team, inexperienced, and then Sioux Falls, who's also kind of down the luck this year? 2 capable home games that you can win. How big is it to make sure you get those wins?
I think it's real big. I mean, like you said, I think we won our first game in 9 games, so get a 3-game winning streak would be nice. Coming off a 9-game losing streak, so they're real important. We got to play hard, and I think we can get the sweep.
All right, thanks a lot.